Alright, welcome back. This is video 2, so we're running about, we're doing a few bits and pieces, and I think...
No, we've got to go and do the dirty deed.
Yeah. Didn't want to end the last episode on that note of sending it off. So this is going to be a symbol of rebirth. We're going to release the body of Shredder into the wild.
You know what? It's not the first time I've called a Ratata Shredder and they've died. So I think it's an unlucky name. It's certainly not that I'm careless.
So you're intentionally killing these Ratatas, what you're saying?
No!
There was the first one you got and you were like, oh, no.
Oh, look. Oh, now what have I done?
Just go to deposit.
No.
Oh, okay, you can do it from there. Oh, there it is. Wait, no.
Goodbye forever, Shredder.
Amazing Grace. That's the completely wrong tune for Amazing Grace.
You seem to be a really tough girl.
Peace. Get lost. Next one.
Whoa.
Yeah. On to the next one.
Paladin's in mourning. His job is to protect, and he didn't have long protecting that little guy, but...
Paladin's fine. He'll be cool. He's strong. Paladin's a man. He's strong. He'll push it down inside, and he'll unleash it on someone he cares about later.
I don't think I healed.
You should heal.
I should. We cannot lose Paladin.
Oh. But no, to carry on from what we were saying earlier in the first episode, like Pokemon does so much good. Again, people at those conventions running around with their DSs and their Pokewalkers and just having fun with it. And again, like no one can forget the Pokemon Go summer of 2016. That was just fantastic. Like when Pokemon Go first kicked off, it was insane. I even remember that I downloaded the APK file before it released here.
I remember. And
we were trying to get it going. We couldn't get it going. It was gone midnight. And me, you, and a friend of ours were in... Yeah, we were in a room. We were just looking at it, trying to get it to load. And then it did.
It was pretty late at night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was gone midnight. And we were like, oh, let's just go outside. And we were surrounded outside with other people who'd gotten the game going. The hype. Oh, this old man. Oh my god. Forget anything this old man says. Don't listen to him. He's showing us something.
He bugs me because he can clearly see that I have Pokemon.
Yeah,
more than one Pokemon, and he's showing me anyway.
You don't have more than one Pokemon. You don't. I know those wounds might still be fresh, but you are incorrect. You had more than one Pokemon. Past 10.
It doesn't matter. If I had 6 across my belt, he'd still do it.
Oh yeah,
okay?
he would still do it. Yeah,
That's what he does.
Yeah.
He's, maybe he just needs contact.
I miss the original version of him, where he was an alcoholic instead of needing his coffee.
Was he?
He was an alcoholic. Yeah, he was drunk. That's his thing. He's drunk in the middle of the road, and the girl standing near him was like, "Oh, this is awful, my granddad. Oh God." Whereas then they had to change it for the
have to see that,
for the censors, and it turned him. He was tired. He was really tired in the middle of the road, and he needed his coffee to get him going. Yeah.
We can catch something here. It's a different area.
Spearow. Calling it now. It's Spearow. Oh, no, Mankey. Woohoo! Lovely stuff. That is going to be a boon to you when you get to Brock's gym.
Now, if she survives, I think I'm just going to have to ball her.
Oh god, don't say that.
Oh, don't draw attention to it, okay? If you have thoughts like that, they're your own. We don't need to share them.
Yeah, I remember Pokemon Go when it released. Like, even where I was working, walking back to the apartment from where I was working, and a lot of the time I'd finish. Most days I'd finish gone midnight.
I've got one Pokeball left.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to hit her.
Hit it. Go on. Just do it. Scratch him. You should have done that in the first place.
She's tough. But why is she another level 2? They come up to level 5 in this grass. Like...
Yeah, probably the first Mankey
game
you'll
is
get
already trying to mock me.
Yeah, well, probably the first Mankey...
I've got 2 Pokeballs, okay.
Yeah, you've got 2. Probably the first Mankey that that you'll encounter after this will be level 5. Just to rub in your face that you got the level 2 Mankey. Stop. Mankey's a pig Pokemon. How does that happen?
Oh, spoiled it for everybody right before the Dex entry.
Oh yeah, because people watching a Nuzlocke run aren't going to know what Pokemon is.
You don't know.
Light and agile on its feet and ferocious.
I skipped it anyway.
We'll skip them anyway, it's fine.
We
don't need to know.
People can look already spoiled it. It's a pig Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a pig Pokemon. Not a monkey Pokemon like it looks, with a name like Mankey.
Okay, you got any D&D names for me?
Dire Ape. They're like apes, only dire.
Only dire. I don't think that's D&D, but okay.
Yeah, dire apes are in D&D. Do not question my D&D.
Like dire wolf?
Yes, but they're dire apes. They're like apes, only dire.
Don't you mean dire hog? Didn't
No.
you just make a point of spoiling the Dex entry?
It's a monkey, come on.
I
It's
don't
your
know.
word, call it what you want. But do it quickly.
Dire pork.
Dire pork. Perfect.
It's pork, only dire.
It's fantastic for when we get to some form of fire type gym and he gets roasted.
No, he's gonna live forever.
It's a she, actually, I think. A shanky.
I don't think she understands, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
I don't think we want to alert her to the fact that I've just offended her. She looks like she could mess you up.
Yeah, she definitely could, because she's a monkey and not a goddamn pig.
Are the... What am I thinking? Maybe I'm just thinking like pygmy. Is there kind of a pig monkey? I mean, they're usually actually like, especially in the first...
Pygmies are not animals.
Okay, stop that now. Come on, let me finish what I'm saying before you attack me.
Okay.
You know you're going to attack me. It's not whether you are, it's when.
I'm going to look up pig monkey.
Okay, but
see what comes
you
up.
still haven't allowed me to finish what I was saying. What I was saying... No, I'm going to go down here, it's safer. Is that like a lot of the Pokemon in the first 150 are like they're usually based off of, you know, pretty heavily based off of real animals.
I think they probably just took the idea of a monkey thing but with a pig nose and called it a pig Pokemon.
Okay, now do not allow me to become so distracted. You're in this too now, okay? Keep me from screwing up and letting Dire Pork die.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Keep doing that. Okay, well apparently there were, I should say, not are, there were 2 pigs engineered to have monkey cells born in China. They didn't live for very long.
Are there pig shaped?
There are.
Oh.
That's them there.
It just looks like a cute little piggy.
Yeah, it's kind of a hairier piglet, but they have monkey
I think
cells.
all piglets are hairy.
Well, they died within a week.
Oh.
Yeah, because they were genetically engineered. We don't know how to do that stuff.
Don't they?
Yet.
Haven't they like cloned sheep?
Yes, but cloning one thing and it's 2 different things. So like cloning a sheep is just going copy paste. It's infinitely more complicated than that. But cloning a sheep is just here's a sheep and we'll use these cells and let's clone a sheep. I don't think they've done it for very many sheep, but they have cloned a sheep. Whereas with that, it's like taking it's putting cells of something else into another thing. So they made 2 pigs essentially, but their bodies aren't meant to have those 2 things in them. Like they made them with primate cells, and those just don't go together.
Okay.
It'd be like if they made me, but they put human cells in me. They just don't go together.
I really don't know enough about it to contribute much more than that.
Neither do I. I don't know.
But you'll contribute anyway.
Yeah. I don't know enough to
Fact
contribute
check
what
him.
I don't know enough to contribute what I did contribute. But if you say it with enough confidence, people will believe you. I think the last 4 years have shown that to be entirely true.
Well, Professor Keith, tell me more.
Did you know Dire Pork is not going to last very long? No, I think Dire Pork might make it to the end with us. Dire Pork's going to hit hard. Just like Shredder was going to make it to the end with us.
We don't speak that name here, okay?
Oh, we went from mourning it to completely forgetting about it.
It's just too painful.
You skipped every step of the grieving process.
It's too painful to think about. I'm in denial, okay?
Denial?
Yeah.
I didn't know we were in Egypt.
Oh, that's...
Oh
no, that's disgusting. I'm incredibly glad that I don't have to look at you right now.
Everybody loves a good pun. But with that though,
good pun.
That was a good pun. That was a dad joke. Everyone loves dad jokes, probably.
Dads love dad jokes.
Exactly. Any dads in the audience should comment down below how sick my denial joke was.
I can't wait to see just how many comments come up supporting you. Because I'm sure there will be so freaking many.
I do hope there will be some. I would enjoy support on my joke.
You know what? I'm rooting for you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Pokemon Go was incredible. Like those first few months, that summer was fantastic. I remember I was walking home. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I had my phone out. It had been a long night, and I was strolling along catching Pokemon. And the way I had to walk back then to get home from work was pretty sketchy. And these two shifty-looking dudes are walking towards me, and I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. I'm walking along.
Does Route 2 count as a new area? Does Route 2 count? Like, I wouldn't count it. I'd say it would just be like the forest.
No, yeah, it's a new area. If it pops up with a new thing, then it's a new area. You can catch them on new routes. That's
what
how
was
I've interpreted
the thing about repeats? Catching a repeat Pokemon. Is it a repeat Pokemon if I no longer still have it in my party? Because I feel dirty about replacing Shredder. And also, I'm really not sure about the area thing. There's only one patch of grass here in this area. Darkport just wants to kill it.
There is a species dupes clause. You're adjusting the first encounter rule to prevent the player from having to catch multiple of the same Pokemon. For the sake of variety, generally this means the trainer can keep fighting Pokemon in the area until one is encountered that has not been caught yet, which then immediately counts as the first encounter. So yeah, we'll use that.
We're going to use that. Yeah, okay. It's not interesting to, like, Rattatas are around a lot, and we don't want to keep having new Rattatas in our party.
Yeah, so instead of picking rules and sticking with them, we'll find rules that fix with us and fit with us, I should say. And
we're just starting out.
This is the North Korea of Nuzlocke runs.
How offensive can you be?
Hey, North Korea runs a pretty tight ship, okay? I mean,
so guys, send on applications. I'm looking for somebody new to play with. Just, you know, don't be as offensive as Keith. It's really not that hard.
It's really not. It's very simple. You just have to be genuine and nice.
He's nice.
I said two things there. You wanna say the other thing, or?
He's nice.
At least you didn't just say he's genuine.
You get one.
Yeah, you could say the same thing. Another Rattata.
Another Rattata.
Fantastic.
I'm so tempted to fight it with Direport, but I'm also so afraid. I want to get to level 5 first. I feel like it has a fighting chance at level 5 at starter level. So we're just gonna protect it with our prop pal.
Our protection paladin. Yeah, I think even everyone had that whole thing with Pokemon Go. I know people are still playing it pretty heavily, but I kind of fell off of it after a while. I think, like most people. I know it's still really, really popular. And
I got some great exercise out of that game.
Oh yeah, no, I walked the legs off myself. I mean, power banks. People were buying power banks left, right, and center. You couldn't find cheap power banks around town when the game came out.
You had to buy a pretty expensive one.
Yeah, it's good though. Still use it. Still really, really good. Yeah, I remember those two shifty-looking dudes I was talking about that I encountered along my way home. They ended up like kind of veering towards me, like they crossed the street towards me. I'm like, oh god, this is happening. Oh no! And they came up and they're like, hey, what's happening? Did you catch anything good, yeah? I was like, no, nothing much yet now. And they're like, oh, we caught a few bits of piece back that way. And then we ended up like running up the street because we saw that a scyther was knocking about. We just ran up the street together. Another Rattata. Oh my goodness.
Oh, no. I said not until level 5.
Yes, there you go. Shift him out.
I could have attacked. You did not stop me.
Yeah. I can only do so much.
You look incredibly busy right now.
Yeah, I'm quite busy.
Damn, Paladin, you inflicting the burn all around you.
And it's dead.
What was that?
You burned the poor Rattata. You gave it no mercy. You burned it to death. Hey!
A pigeon!
Catch that pigeon.
I can scratch it, right?
Probably.
I'm so scared. Yeah.
You probably hit it again.
Don't hurt me! Oh!
Oh yeah, no, they will mess you up actually at flying types. Yeah.
Well, that was just a normal type move, so... is it normal flying or just flying?
I have no idea.
I'm thinking about being normal flying, in which case it does get stabbed. No, don't ember it! What the... No!
Well, it won't matter from this point onwards.
There's not much to consider. Can you help me? No! All that for nothing.
All of that for nothing.
Look, I didn't consider an area anyway, so it's okay.
You should run back and buy some Pokeballs, I think. That's the first thing I do is buy 5 more.
Thank you for reminding me.
Hey, look, I'm just here to be the eye candy.
You're so useful.
Hey, I'm not here to be useful. Like I said, I'm here to be the eye candy.
Nobody can see you.
They can see my dulcet tones ringing through their ears.
I know people see colors, but
you want helpful? You want help? You gotta pay me better for helpful.
See colors, hear. What is it like? Hear colors? What am I thinking?
No idea.
You're supposed to.
You can definitely see colors. Everyone does.
I know. After
well,
I heard
everyone.
myself say it, I was like,
that
is not what I meant.
Yeah.
Or like taste colors? Is it? Or...
I have no idea. Let me look that up. I think that is a thing.
No, what's it like?
Synesthesia, I think.
I have it completely wrong. Okay, we're gonna catch. I'm just gonna buy 10.
It's a neurological trait that results in a joining or merging of senses that aren't normally connected. Synesthesia, the stimulation of one sense, causes an involuntary reaction in one or more of the other senses. For example, someone with synesthesia may hear color or see sound. So it activates, I suppose, your other senses. Well, no, olfactory is just your smell.
Taste.
So
it's taste as well, isn't it? It connects taste and smell, I thought.
I have no idea.
Isn't that the thing with dogs and how like they often smell, but they can actually taste what they're smelling, or it helps them smell it better?
Well, that's what we do as well. If you ever hold your nose and then eat something,
it doesn't work.
It does work. It absolutely does.
Yeah,
work.
I've been given garbage that I hate to eat, and
yeah, it won't work. Like it won't make it won't completely deactivate your sense of taste, but it makes it more palatable.
Once again, thank you for the reminder. Okay, so I was not completely wrong.
No, you weren't completely wrong. I suppose it just activates. That would be weird. Imagine what that would feel like.
Well, that's amazing.
Well, it's just a glitch is what it is.
It's a good glitch. Just being able to experience things differently, I mean, it's just something that you will actually never understand yourself.
Yeah.
And that's freaking amazing. I don't know if there's any items in these places. I suppose I should give a quick look.
It does tell you in that opening thing that we skipped right through that you should go places and talk to people. My daddy loves Pokemon too.
I don't think we got crap here.
This little girl just came into my house. She keeps saying I'm her father. She doesn't live here. Remove her, please. I hate Pokemon.
Let's go to the gym! No. Oh. I don't think anyone has any items here. I think there was somebody in the first patch of grass that might
That's just the Pokemon school. You don't need to go there.
Oh, thanks.
That's the one thing I know because I hate all of the Pokemon schools. Even Sun and Moon have that mandatory thing where you have to go through the Pokemon school and fight them. That's my least favourite part of Sun and Moon.
I just keep how we did it.
Oh,
I was saying earlier, again, watching the Indigo League there recently, and there's an episode in it. It's the Pokemon Tech. It's a very early episode. I've talked about them and they give me nothing. We'll call that. The Pokemon Tech, yeah. And what's the girl's name? I've forgotten it. Whatever. She says that Ash's Pikachu should be like level 25 because he has 2 gym badges. And I was like, wait a minute, they did levels? I never recalled them actually acknowledging the Pokemon's level in the series.
I don't remember that. I think there's very few.
Oh wait, Caterpie's our first Pokemon.
Oh yeah, woo! Don't think you'll catch it without doing any damage. It's rare that you will in this game anyway. Catch rates are much lower.
Ash caught his with just a Pokeball.
Ash is an idiot.
Damn it!
Ash is just awful. It's taken him how long? I think he won the league in Alola. The easiest Pokemon game in my opinion, Sun and Moon.
That is one strong as Caterpie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Took a weapon and kept on slapping.
I used the potty mouth. One more scratch.
Oh, what if this is like just a straight up crit?
Stop. Crit gods, no.
Say a prayer to R and Jesus.
It was the 9 ball. It won't work.
9's a prime number. It will of course work. I don't know if 9's a prime number. It's not a prime number?
No. No, I don't know. It's not what I meant.
Okay.
It's not what I meant. It is covered with a green skin. When it grows, it sheds the skin, cover itself with silk, and becomes a cocoon.
Oh, it's a worm Pokemon.
What will we
Should
call
it not
it?
be caterpillar Pokemon? Caterpillars and worms are different.
Caterpie is a cute name. Shush.
Oh, what to name the Caterpie?
It ends up...
Arrakis.
What?
Yeah. Oh, well, it ends up like a
No,
butterfly.
that won't make sense
Oh.
when it evolves.
Call it Tiamat.
That's a dragon.
Mothra.
I mean, that'd suit more of like Cascoon or...
Is Cascoon in this game?
No.
Well,
or maybe. I think there's some Pokemon in this game
I
that weren't
don't
in the
think
originals.
Cascoon is in this game. Cascoon is like Gen 4.
I don't know. Google it. Damn it, what are we gonna call it?
I think Mothra. Mothra sounds good to me.
It's got big eyes. Can we call it,
But it won't have them for long.
can we call it Beholder?
No, it doesn't. It looks nothing like a beholder.
It's got Beholder eyes.
No, it doesn't.
She's
Have you
got
seen a beholder's
Beholder
eyes?
eyes.
Have you never even seen a beholder?
I have. They're
well,
pretty cool.
then, God damn it.
It'd be great if Tangela only had one eye. That would make a great Beholder. We need a name.
I think Mothra. It turns into a butterfly.
A moth is not a butterfly.
Same difference. Except one's furrier.
You somehow made it weirder.
Well, moths are furrier.
I'm feeling like Robin, but again, it goes butterfly. Just call it Flutterby. Let's just be lazy and call it Flutterby. Guys,
Or just call it Flutter.
I'm gonna cover its ears, but I don't hold out much hope for the survival of Flutter.
Hey, Flutter. Neither do I. Look, if you just remember to switch, Flutter will be fine.
I mean, even as
There's Wario over there by the tree.
as a Butterfree, I don't know. Alright, we said level 5 before we could fight on your own. So let's not
almost there.
chance it. Let's not chance it. And we should heal up.
Yeah, you should move back to the Pokemon Center.
Burn.
Didn't you not fight your rival?
And I'm not going to with a level 9, a level 4, and a level 3.
Yeah, no, that
Oh,
makes
5
sense.
now. 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. Because I will lose.
Okay. Well, we're going to make our way back to the Pokemon Center and heal up. And I think then that will be a good place to call this episode. Because it's nice to kind of wind things down on the way back to the Pokemon Center. You know, it's pretty sweet.
We're going to have some real short episodes if we go by that, because I visit the Pokemon Center a lot.
Yeah. Well, not every time. You could do it in Snapchat stories with the amount of times you dip to that Pokemon Center. And it's good too, because you're going to need to heal up.
I think some people actually do the Nuzlocke, like they'll limit the amount of times that they can go per city, or they have to have beaten the gym first, I think I read, before they do it. So maybe when I'm much more confident at it, but not, once again, not for this game.
No way, not at all. Yeah, well, yeah. I think this is a good place to stop it. Okay. We will see you guys in the next one.
See you soon, guys.